Reminder, Gogeta 4 has a mechanic where he can one-shot you. And he can do command grab into the super and kill you. Look at this.
You could do crazy stuff. L flip.
This is -2 into a lariat that probably frame traps. So the only thing you can probably do in this scenario is DP. You probably can't 2H. So if you don't DP or reflect here, you're fucked. But even if you reflect, he could do medium lariat and get back in. So and then do this into what? This is +3. This is +3. This you could probably 2H. You could probably 2H the lariat into medium flip. So if you don't 2H this, he's +3.
Flip EX.
And to EX lariat, which he is -4 here.
Lariat.
But then he has this, which is +3 again. You probably can't 2H that.
Flip.
Lands into command grab.
Command grab.
And if he's at level 7, you die.
Very scary
you just die.
Situation to be in.
Chat. All right. Final video for today. This one's a rather long one. So, this is about 30 minutes. So, this is Cloud805's video on is sparking the greatest comeback mechanic of all time. And the thumbnail is sparking versus X Factor from Marvel 3. So, we'll see where he goes. My opinion is sparking is not better than X Factor. But I also realize that Marvel 3 and Dragon Ball are completely different games. So we'll have to see. I think there's a better argument for sparking plus limit break is better than X Factor. But sparking on its own is not. No. I think sparking plus limit break is in contention with X Factor. But not
Bros,
sparking itself.
Fellas, my dogs, whatever you call yourselves when you're at home, we're going to be talking about today if Dragon Ball FighterZ has the comeback mechanics of all time. We're going to be comparing it to a few games that I picked. And of course, there's a bunch of games. There's a bunch of games out there. There's a bunch of comeback mechanics that we won't really be talking about today. But we're going to be talking about some of the more recent ones, a little bit of the older ones. And we're going to see where this goes. We're going to see how Sparking. That's funny. Sparking Fighters comeback mechanics.
Sparking Fighters.
To those. So let's get into it. So there's actually this little handy dandy cheat sheet that I found on Google. It's by Gamer It talks about a bunch of different games comeback mechanics.
No. You cannot put DNF Duel and Awakenings from Awakenings in Storm 4 in this discussion. No. First off, DNF Duel's freaking cube system. First of all, it's very strong, but it is so character specific that I don't even think you can universally say that the cube system is anywhere in contention with sparking. Anywhere. Like there are some cubes in DNF Duel that are so good for characters, and then there's some that are just like meh. Just meh. And some gold cubes even make the character worse. I think there's only one gold cube that does that. But DNF Duel's cube system in contention for one of the best comeback mechanics ever? Nah. No, bro. No. And then Storm 4, no, also no. Once again, very character specific. There are certain characters that are broken in Awakening, but giant characters are trash. Some characters in Awakening is just a stat buff. Like they don't gain any special abilities. Like some of the normalized humans, like pre-time skip, like Sakura, Choji, and the rest of them don't really have like special abilities. But then you have like Kurama mode, not Kurama mode, Baryon mode Naruto. You have like Madara 6 pass. You have Kaguya. Like they have like actually good awakenings, but like majority of the cast has like just stat buffs awakenings, and they're once again, Storm 4 is nowhere in contention for one of the best comeback mechanics. Just no way. Just actually just no way.
To talk about. So it has about 10. There's a lot more than 10 comeback mechanics, but you get the point. If you want to get a quick idea of what comeback mechanics look like in certain fighting games, just Google top 10 comeback mechanics or some shit like that. But anyways, yeah, V Trigger Street Fighter 5.
I don't know.
Comeback mechanic. How do you get it? You get beat up by your opponent. Now every character has a different V Trigger, quote unquote, comeback. Some of them have it at 2 bars, some of them have it at 3 bars. Usually the really strong ones cost 3 bars, like Yuri and Aegis, because you get 2 and it's just crazy comeback factor. Some have 2 with even almost as strong V triggers, like Rashid. Oh my god, the boy Rashid. Rashid's V trigger 2 is the tornado. Now if you played 6, you're like, hey, that's Rashid's level 2. I know that. I've seen that. The hard part about V trigger comeback mechanic for me is that it's not a general comeback mechanic.
It's very character specific.
They're not all created equal.
So, and it's the same way with DNF Duel. It's the same way DNF Duel. Like there's certain gold cubes, the silver, was it clear cubes or silver cubes? Like it's clear. Clear cubes are basically just stat buffs. They vary between character. Like some characters will have MP gain, and have like higher defense, which basically means they take less damage. Some characters have, I think Berserker actually regains health passive faster than normal. Some characters get a speed buff, like they run faster, their backdash and forward dash is faster. So like it varies between characters, but clear cubes are basically just stats. Gold cubes are where like the special abilities come in. Inquisitor, her projectile, well, she has 2 projectiles. Her non-meter projectile applies the debuff on block and on hit instead of it being just on hit. And then her metered projectile OTGs. And then I'm pretty sure the damage off her projectile is higher as well. Characters like Striker can cancel her special moves into her DP. And then like other characters have like special cancels and stuff like that. So like they vary wildly in terms of strength. Like I said, Striker can cancel her special moves into DP, but I'm pretty sure that's the only thing she gets. Like she doesn't get any other abilities. Meanwhile, like other characters like Inquisitor has multiple different changes, like with the stuff on block on hit, the projectile doing more damage, it OTGs is like some characters get more than others, so it's not universal.
So it's a little hard to determine the strength level of V trigger as a whole, since some characters use it better than others. Rashid has a very good one, Yuri and Anna has a very good one. When Akuma could fireball V trigger, well, I think he still could. Or maybe not. I think they might have nerfed it. But he could fireball V-trigger, which was insane. He fireballed, you jumped, he V-triggered, then you just ate a DP. Or whatever. So V-trigger, pretty strong comeback mechanic. Depends on the character. As I said, not all characters are created equal. Let me show you some V-trigger Urian stuff real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, you got crush countered into V-trigger? Oh, get reset, dweeb. Oh my god, he still had 1 more Aegis left, but he didn't even need it.
Bro, he creates a wall like Crusader. Oh my god.
Nuts.
That's
you
wild.
You can't look at this and then look at...
I don't like characters that create walls. To be fair, this wall is way smaller than Crusader's. Like Crusader's wall in DNF Duel, you can't even jump over it. You can't even jump backwards to like escape. Like if he makes the wall, you literally cannot do anything. There's no counterplay. You just sit there and then you fucking die. Like you literally just sit there and you can't break it. You can't hit it because it's behind you. And most characters don't have moves that hit behind them, and I'm pretty sure you can't even hit it. It's not like it's not a physical thing you can hit and break. So like is literally no counterplay to it, like at all. Like you just get fucked.
Reuse V trigger and think like, man, oh my god, they're equal, because reuse V trigger just gives them Denjin Hadouken. So yeah, pretty strong comeback mechanic depending on the character. Then we have Rage Arts from Tekken.
I don't play Tekken, so I don't know.
The same across most of the games. In Tekken 8, they no longer give you the Rage Drive and the Rage Art. You now have Heat, which is not a comeback mechanic because you get it every round, but Rage still is a comeback mechanic. Now, what is Rage? I'm glad you asked. So Rage in Tekken,
Eldo, what's Rage?
I think 30% of your health bar, you get a 10% damage buff, as well as access to your super.
Okay.
I don't know. That's called Rage Art in Tekken, but it's a super. So here's just a little explanation from Harada and his boy talking about the Rage Art. Boom. You do get health back when this hits if you do have Gray Life to regenerate. It is armored as well. So it's a pretty strong comeback mechanic, and there's 3 rounds, so that means you get 3 rages and 3 rage arts at minimum. 5 obviously if you push it to the maximum. It's pretty strong comeback mechanic. It can get sidestepped. If it's blocked, you do explode. I believe everyone gets a launch punish, or most people get a launch punish off a blocked rage art. Very strong comeback mechanic, but very risky to just throw out. And if you do throw it out, you lose your damage buff. So you kind of have to pick and choose when and where. But in general,
what's funny is that I think DNF Duel does this mechanic a lot better. Like I said, the gold cube is similar to this mechanic where like you're really low life and so you get a buff of some sort. If you do your ultimate in DNF Duel, your ultimate attack, regardless if it hits or if it's blocked, you lose your special ability. You just turn to your base character if you use your ultimate. So most people only use super when you're going to kill. And the thing about that is that you'd be wondering is like, could you use that as a reversal? Because most games out nowadays have some sort of invincibility on supers. No, they do not. There is practically no invincibility on DNF Duel supers. I'm pretty sure there's like a frame or two when the animation starts, but I've seen multiple times people just like it, especially because I play Inquisitor, so I have really big normals. Like I will literally backdash and press 5A, and they will do super. My 5A will go through the opponent, and then because of the 5A last, so it's still active. At the last frame, it will hit the person after the invincibility from their super wears off. So they only have like a frame or two of invincibility, and they will just get hit. Like I'm pretty sure it's universal. I'm pretty sure every super works that way. I've done it to like every character in the game. So yeah, no invincible super, go low type shit. So it's really interesting that DNF Duel of all games has that mechanic, and other games do not. And people call DNF Duel the Unga Bunga game. I'm just saying.
Single downside to this one, right? All characters are.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking shit about anybody's game, but I'm just saying.
They all get the armor.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if there's different startups. That's a whole nother thing. And you do more damage the less health you have, so it scales as you go down. It's -15, so everyone can do something. Yeah, I know it's that negative, but I don't know if everybody can launch punish it, because launchers are 15 frames for the most part, or some are 14. Depends on the character. But anyways, pretty good, pretty strong. But so far, none of these games have better comeback factors than Fighters. Not even close.
Yeah, I agree.
Not even close. All right, now we're gonna move on. Smash Bros has this comeback mechanic called Rage. What is Rage? So Rage gives you
Eldo, explain.
Power. It starts as low as 35% damage, and if you look here, this is. You can't even really see much of a difference, huh? But besides how low it starts, when you're at max Rage, look at this difference in knockback. So this is Smash's comeback mechanic. The more you get your ass kicked, the stronger you become. And this is big. some characters can easily live up to 110, 20, 30%. Some characters like Terry with Go on top, he only gets Go at 100%, which means your rage is pretty high.
Yeah, though, they're talking about Smash.
So by the time you get Go and you do, you know, down tilt into, not Buster Wolf, what the hell is this? Whatever his super's called, I forget. Or you go into Power Geyser, you already have the rage knockback.
Go back. They're talking about comeback mechanics. He's talking about rage and Smash. You don't fucking know.
Pretty high. So by the time you get Go and you do, you know, down tilt into, not Buster Wolf, what the hell is this? Whatever his super's called.
Play that shit with homies for fun. You know, respect.
Where you go into Power Geyser, you already have the rage knockback on top of your super, so the character's more than likely dead if they're around 80%. But again, it's not created equal for all characters. Some characters have better situations. You get Electric Wing Godfist by Kazuya. My man's at rage. You gonna die. You get hit by Terry with Go. You gonna die. It's pretty good comeback mechanic. Still doesn't hold a can.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I think Bowser is one of the best characters to use rage. Like, I'm pretty sure Bowser is like probably like a mid to low tier from what I remember. But dude, the fact that Bowser can survive like up to like 150, 160, and he's completely fine, and then he fucking like grabs you, was like back throw or down throw into like fucking tilt into like jump into attack, and you just freaking die. Like, dude, Bowser's kind of lit. Bowser's kind of lit.
Handle to Dragon Ball Fighters. Now, and at the end of this video, I will be explaining all the comeback parts or mechanics in Dragon Ball. But that's just as long as you don't forget to like, sub, and comment. I mean, come on.
There's a lot of comeback mechanics in fighters.
It's informative.
A lot.
Nice, it's new.
Too many.
Pop a boy out. Thank you.
Too fucking many.
A pretty cool comeback mechanic. You can tell when you're in rage because you're a little smoky. You know, you just took a hit from a fat ass blunt. Look at Kirby. He's high as shit. God damn. All right. Now let's move on to one of the comeback mechanics of all time. X Factor.
X Factor. Here we go.
There's a lot going on behind X Factor here. I'm just gonna show you a clip of one of the more of the egregious examples. Virgil.
Here we go.
Most characters can take advantage of X Factor. All characters.
There's like what, 5? So it depends on what you consider a comeback mechanic. Technically, I'm pretty sure there's only 2 main comeback mechanics, that being sparking and limit break. But those mechanics have multiple mechanics within them. Limit break gives you a damage buff, lowers the blue life you take when you hit somebody. It pauses your sparking timer when you're comboing, gives you a meter on your last character. Sparking obviously gives you a damage boost. Does sparking recover blue life? No. I think sparking actually takes blue life away. Kind of like limit break, I think. It does something to blue life. I can't remember. Obviously, your meter gain is doubled in sparking. Now you can special cancel in the special cancel. You can special cancel in the super dash. You can jump cancel anything on hit. You can jump cancel anything on block. Sparking is 0 on block as well. So like sparking has like 9 mechanics, and then limit break has 3 to 4. So that's like what, 14 comeback mechanics and two things. 14 buffs. Like, come on, bro. Come on, 13 to 14, depending on what you count. 13 to 14 mechanics. comeback mechanics in fighters. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Can take advantage of X Factor, right? At any level. But there's a few characters who take more advantage. All advantages are created equal, but some advantages are created more equal. And that's Virgil. So in this clip at EVO last year, winner semis, you have Jabril to Virgil Dante versus Evasion full team. What happens after Jabril pops X Factor? Oh, you got
There
hit.
you die. Yep, there it is. There it is.
You died in like.
By the way, this is level 1 X Factor Virgil, by the way. He's not the last character. Look, dude, Zero just died off of 3 hits.
10 hits. You got mixed on incoming.
Yep, dead. You're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You died in about 3 seconds.
Yep.
All right, now your third character's coming.
Hold this mix up.
What do? You got hit.
You got hit. You died.
Oh, no.
Yep,
Not
dead.
even optimal combo. Took the character. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yep, he's dead.
Absolutely absurd. So there's
Is that
a couple things
easy?
happening here, and luckily the people at Super Combo Wiki did all the hard work. They did all the math. So when it comes to X Factor and the X Factor levels, there's different variables. Different characters have different damage boosts and different speed boosts. If you look at Akuma's damage boost, it's higher than Amiteratsu's. But if you look at the speed, Ami becomes way faster. All these characters have different damage values and speed values. Some are similar to others, but the point is they're not all created equal. Some characters take advantage of it better than others, and one of those characters is Virgil. He's insane. He gets 75% damage buff, and I believe there's a bug too when he's in Devil Trigger. It's multiplied incorrectly, so he becomes even stronger.
Oh my
Don't
god.
quote me on that. Don't quote me on
No
that. So
way.
X Factor is very strong, and what is within that mechanic? You get your health back as long as you're not being hit. You negate chip damage when you block. Of course, you kill faster. You move faster, and that's just multiplied by if you have any speed buffs behind you. And there's a little tidbit of during hit stop, X Factor does not get drained. And actually, iHeart just
Wait, what? Wait, what? On hit stop, wait, what? What? What the
iHeart
what?
Justice has a video. Yeah, so as you can see, during the hit stop, it drained a little slower, which is very important because Virgil attacks you with all his regular hits. When you do specials, it doesn't freeze the timer, but when you do normal attacks, it does freeze the timer. So if you do Judgment,
What?
Rapid Slash, Washing Machine, the timer's gonna go down normally. Which Virgil is one of the characters.
I didn't even know that.
Most of his damage is done by doing.
I mean, I don't know a lot of things about Marvel 3,
His
but
X
my
Factor
god.
lasts longer because of the hit stop. So you're probably thinking, well, he just decimated his entire team in about 10 seconds with just Virgil. That has to be the greatest comeback mechanic of all time. I'm here to argue no. I'm here to argue that Spark is better
Okay.
by miles.
Okay. I didn't know all the stuff, but the fact that I counted on 2 hands the amount of comeback mechanics and fighters, now I can see the argument for why. Well, also I included Limit Break in that comparison, but it doesn't change by much. Limit Break only gives you what, like three buffs, damage. No, 4 things: damage, meter on your first character, takes away more blue life, and pauses your sparking timer. Yeah, so that's 4 mechanics. Sparking on its own has 7 mechanics. 6, 7 mechanics built in. Damage, double meter gain, special cancel into special cancel into super dash. It's invul and startup. You can do it in block. I feel like I'm missing something. Takes away more blue life. So yeah, that's 7 mechanics. 7 mechanics in one thing. And then you add limit break with the extra 4. That's 11. I think I might have missed something. Didn't I say 13 last time? I might have missed a couple. But yeah, yeah, now I can see the argument
And
for why sparking is better than X Factor.
Explain to you why that is. All right, editor, I'm gonna need your help on this one. For every time I mention a new comeback factor, I'm gonna need you to just add it to the list.
All right, here we go. Let's see how many he counts.
For example,
so my list was 13 mechanics. So let's see how many he can name.
Very first mechanics that were
actually it would have been 9 mechanics if without limit break. 9 to 10. Let's say 9 to 10 is for sparking, and then 4, because I know what the 4 for limit break are because I hate limit break. So 9 to 10 mechanics in sparking. Let's see how many he counts.
Cover that Dragon Ball has specific to itself is limit break. Limit break gives you 20% damage buff. And so as you can see here.
Okay, he is counting limit break in this. So 14 mechanics. Let's see if he counts each different mechanic and limit break in his list. Because I do. That's how I got the number 14.
My medium does 700. One character alive, 700. Regular damage. Limit break, no characters alive. I do 840. That is a 20% damage buff. But some of you might have noticed, I also got a bar of meter.
Yep.
When I'm by myself.
Yep.
5 bars. Okay, the game, I have training mode to set it to 5 bars. By myself, you get an extra bar of meter. So there's 2 comeback mechanics.
Yep, 2 comeback mechanics.
We barely scratched the surface.
Yep,
Some other stuff that you could only do in limit break is level 1.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That's 5. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot about level 1 to level 3. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Level 3. Some characters take much better advantage of this, but every character can level 1 to level 3. So if I were to do this with, say, I'm just getting all the buttons. I don't know what button I gotta hold. You can level 1 into level 2 into level 3, but wait,
there's more.
It's not over.
Level 5
into level 5. So some characters can take better advantage of this comeback mechanic than others, but every character can level 1 into level 3. So every character can do something similar, but obviously, you know, not all characters are created equal. That's another absurd, insane comeback factor that this game has to offer. Another one that you don't really see too often, but it has happened in a real match that we have to
Blue life.
accept. We've seen Goichi do it. Is summoning Shenron. This is how
I forgot about Shenron. Oh my god. So that's what? So Shenron, do you count, would you count each Shenron wish as a comeback mechanic? But then again, most people only use to revive the character. So I guess Shenron would only count, so that'd be 15 mechanics so far.
happened in a real match in tournament. So we're counting this. 7 Dragon Balls needed, 7 bars needed. You can choose to restore your health from 0% back to 100. You can bring back a dead character. You can get a second spark, or you can just have blue life regenerate, which is the worst option.
Yeah, it's the worst option. Yeah, it is.
The best one is spark.
Yes.
Then either bring back my ally or give me back my health, depending on the situation, in my opinion. And then blue life recovery is just the worst one.
Yeah, it's the worst one.
So there's 4 comeback mechanics, and this one comeback.
Okay, he's counting all 4. So if you count, I don't think you should you count Shenron's activation as a comeback, because to be fair, in order to get Shenron, it's not like with Sparking and Limit Break where you literally have to do nothing and you get it. With Shenron, not only do you have to get 7 Dragon Balls, and I'm pretty sure each Dragon Ball has its own rule for how you get it, unless you're playing Gogeta 4. Not only that, but you have to get 7 meters, which in the current game is not that hard, but yeah, no, it's still a requirement. So it's not this is probably the least egregious comeback mechanic in the game, because at least you have to be proactively targeting this mechanic. You have to go out of your way to get Dragon Balls, and you also have to go out of your way to build meter specifically for Shenron. Because obviously, if you're not using meter in this game, then you're not doing as much damage, you're not using some of your neutral tools as effectively, you're not using system mechanics like guard cancel and stuff like that. So you're technically making yourself weaker in order to get Shenron. So this mechanic is by far the least egregious. It's so low. It's so low. Like, if we had a comparison, actually, maybe I should make that a tier list. If we had a tier list of like comeback mechanics, Shenron would be like 3 to 4 tiers below like level 1 sparking. Like, it's that big of a difference in my eyes. I do not see Shenron as a problem comeback mechanic at all. I think it's fine.
Back mechanic. You editor, throw that in there. Give me back my health, even though I have full health already. Absolutely absurd. Very difficult to obtain, but absurd.
And you know what's funny? What's funny, because of Limit Break, because I remember there was a time where the best option was actually to get your ally back, because especially if it was a top tier, like Cloud said, Goichi used it in the past. Goichi actually used the Shenron mechanic at Evo, and he used it to revive, I think it was Bardock, at the time. He was still top tier, and I think he was playing Bardock, Cell, SSJ, or something of that sort, and he was on Cell, and he got Shenron, and then he used Shenron to get Bardock back, and I'm pretty sure he won the match. So at one point, regaining your ally was the best option, because especially if they were a top tier character, then you know you would have that assist, you would have that character to use. Now that Limit Break is in the fucking game, getting 2 sparkings is so much better than everything else that it does not matter. It literally does not matter if you bring back an ally. Having 2 sparks in Limit Break, and let's be honest, you probably used sparking earlier in the match to like get out of a mix-up or something. But having that option again in Limit Break is just the de facto best. You literally cannot pick anything else. You literally can't pick anything else. It's no. Unless your character is like a pixel away from death, like a pixel is where you could use the revive ally or regain your health. That's the only time where you want to use those options. If you have like 50-40% health or higher, just pick Spark. Just get another Spark. My God.
Spark itself, just like X Factor, lasts longer the less characters you have. So
yes,
maybe put a timer on the screen. This is level 1 Spark. Didn't last very long. I think it's 7 seconds.
Yes, level 1 is 7, level 2 is I think 9, and then level 3 is 12 seconds. It's 12 to 15 seconds. But in Limit Break, when your sparking is about to run out, it pauses the timer when you're doing combos. And if you're like anything like Gogeta Blue, S Broly, Nappa, Ginyu, whose combos last forever, that's additional damage, additional meter gain, additional time to use assists, additional time to do basically everything. To set down Oki scenarios, like, my God.
And I think Spark level 3 is 21?
It can't be 21. I thought it was 12. No. It can't be 21.
We're at, what, 4, 5 comeback mechanics? Maybe 8 if you include all the ones within Shenron. Let's just hang out. How are you guys doing? You guys
oh my God, it actually might be 20.
I'm glad
I lowballed the fuck out of that.
Me hanging out.
Oh my God, I lowballed.
In the video. It lasted much longer.
Dog, 21 fucking seconds? Oh my God. I thought it was 12 to 15. Wait, maybe that was level 2. Maybe it's 7, level 1. Level 2 is 12 to 15. And then level 3 is 20? My God, that was a low ball. Oh my God.
Longer. Makes sense. Less characters. more time. Just like X Factor, Spark is also impacted by hit stop. So, yeah, editor, put a timer. See how long this lasts. I don't know how long this is going to be, but it's going to be a very long time. Oh my god, it's still going. He's still in Spark.
I forgot about this mechanic.
He's still in Spark.
What the
It's
fuck?
not set to infinite.
Dude!
I promise you.
30. Bro, no. Oh my god, I forgot about this.
Oh, there it is. Brother. That lasted
39 seconds. Almost 40. Almost double. So that's what, 16 mechanics so far? You got the 5 for limit break, and now the... What would that be? 15 minus 8 would be... 7? No. Wait, how many did I say? 16 minus 8? It'd be 8. It'd be 8. Brain fart.
so long.
I
It's
totally
absolutely insane.
forgot about the hit stop. I totally
Very
forgot.
scary. You're not gonna block for that long, and you're gonna get opened up. Another comeback factor that Spark gives you is the blowback when you
Yep.
spark. Not
Yep.
by itself.
The blowback, and you can also do it on block.
You go back to neutral. That's nice, but
But if you spark, you can immediately vanish afterwards to set up a 50-50.
let me set this to infinite. But if you spark, call an assist, especially a tracking assist, makes it super difficult for your opponent to do anything. But wait, there's more. If you use it in conjunction with something I'm gonna get into a little bit later, empty vanish, you get behind.
I forgot about empty vanish. That's 17 mechanics, bro. 17 mechanics. Oh my
Now
god.
the big issue with this is when you empty vanish behind them. When you empty vanish behind them, they don't turn around. You don't turn around. You can't do anything here. You suffer.
You fuck. You get
You're
fucked,
looking
dude.
the wrong way.
Yep.
You can't do a special. You fly the wrong way. You can't throw a jab. You can try to double jump, but you're just gonna block. There's a huge issue here. Huge issue.
I think the only way to counterplay this is to use a frame 1 anti-air move, like Vegeto's grab, Baby's grab. Android 16 in this scenario can EX command grab out. But that's still fucked up. Mixy Wixie? Exactly. Mixy Wixie.
You're just at the mercy of what your opponent's gonna do. And if
And
you
also, by the way, as a reminder, if you use that option, you have access to Super Dash because technically you haven't used that option. Right? You're not locked out of Super Dash when you empty vanish. So Spark, empty vanish, if they do anything besides Spark themselves, you can Super Dash them and then jail them to the ground with your buttons or your assist. I can't,
you
bro.
already burned your spark, you're kind of screwed with
Yeah,
it,
you're
kind of.
yeah,
It's just a terrible situation.
Yeah,
to be
you're
in.
screwed.
The next issue we have is empty vanish. It is
Empty
a
vanish.
tracking move that ends up behind your opponent. Costs 1 bar. Not that big of a deal with how easy you build meter in this game. You can call your assist empty vanish. All of a sudden they get hit, and now you just get all your bar back and more that you just spent. It's criminal. I spent a bar, I got 2 back, I opened you up. I completely skipped neutral. No effort on my part. I throw out a full screen assist. Boom. Neutral be damned. Another thing that you can do much easier with Spark is happy birthday the opponent. Without Spark, it's much harder to...
Oh my god, this is 18 mechanics. I forgot about it. I forgot about Sparky making it easier to happy birthday. That's 18 mechanics, bro. Oh my
fix
god.
the combo when getting 2 characters or 3. Sometimes you can get 3 because for some reason assist characters don't have the same hit stun
They
and
don't, yeah.
blowback that the point character does. So
I put that in my top 5 things I want changed about the game. I did a video about that for this current patch's, like, my wish list for the current patch, and one of the things I said was making the hit stop or the hit stun on assist just more consistent, to where happy birthdays are way more common, and because it's just super hard to punish like any type of assist that isn't a lariat assist. Lariat assists are kind of easy to punish because they go like literally, they go in like one direction and they carry themselves with the actual hitbox. Beam assists are hard to punish. Tracking assists like Janemba, Baby, are really hard to punish. Assists with fast recovery like Krillin A are hard to punish. Like 90, I would say like probably like 90 to like 95 assists in the game are really difficult to punish. It was like making it easier to happy birthday would go a long way in this game, but they don't want characters to die that fast while adding more ways to kill your opponent. I don't know. I don't know.
believe it's intentionally designed to be very difficult to do.
It's
but
stupid.
Thanks to empty vanish, you could just vanish, keep them in, super whatever, make them explode, keep them in. As you can see, they didn't flip out as they would have if I didn't have Spark. I would have had to have cut the combo shorter to keep them in. I lose damage, I lose meter gain. Spark fixes that issue. It alleviates the problem.
Basically.
Another thing Spark does is recover blue life. You sparked, you're getting your blue life.
Did I count recover blue life? Yeah, I did. So we're still at 18. We're still at 18.
It just doesn't stop there. In this game, for some reason, when you're in Spark and you're getting hit, you get your health back. So in the original combo without 16 being in Spark, he was dead here. But thanks to being in Spark and still getting health back, even after getting hit, you recover the life, you stay alive, you have a second chance to do something, to make a comeback of some sort, which is insane to me.
Hold on, let me plug in my phone real quick. Give me a moment. We're at 18 mechanics, by the way. 18 comeback mechanics. We're at motherfucking 18. You guys think that's too many comeback mechanics? You guys think so? You guys think 18 comeback mechanics is enough? You guys think so? Alright, I'm back.
Why are you getting health back when you're getting hit? Absurd. But it gets even better. Another thing that Sparks unlocks is jump cancelable normals.
Yep.
And I'm gonna turn on my input so you don't call me a big fat phony. So as you can see, I'm hitting buttons and holding up. I am not jumping. I'm not in Spark. I can't do it. When I am in Spark, all of a sudden I can jump out of stuff. I can do this button, heavy, air dash, jump in, jump out. That's insane. That's absurd. That everything just becomes jump cancelable, including air moves, right? Even your key blast becomes jump cancelable. But they have to hit. You have to hit the opponent. That is the caveat, but it's not a very big one. Now, not only do you get access to jump canceling things on the air, on the ground, you can also air dash cancel them. You can't ground dash cancel normals, but you can air dash air hits, which gives...
I forgot about that too. 19. We're at 19. We're at 19 mechanics.
Gives you a 50-50. You land this, am I gonna dash? Am I just gonna land and do crouching light if I have a low light? Or am I gonna land and do a crouching medium? Insane. And some characters have 2 air dashes. So Gogeta 4 can do this.
Yep.
That's insane. That's actually nuts. Like no one's blocking. You're not blocking.
No,
You just
that was that 4 overheads. JM light dash light. That's 5 overheads. That's 5 that you have to block in succession. Oh my god, 19 comeback mechanics in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So far, he's not done with his video yet. Let's see if he calls out anything else that I missed.
Up in real time. And just to add, it doesn't matter if it's on hit or block. You can do it off both.
Yeah.
As long as you're in Spark. And you have an air dash or a double jump or a jump available. It doesn't matter. The Spark train keeps rolling. When you're in Spark,
keep rolling.
You get extra meters. So here's a regular Trunks combo.
We counted this in my original
Spark.
15, so
It's gonna do a decent amount of meter gain. About 1.5 bars. That's pretty good. But if I do this same combo in
he's gonna build 3
Spark,
bars. He's gonna build 3 bars.
where I get 200% meter gain, this is how much I build.
He's gonna get 3 bars and he can end the combo with level 3.
As you can see, I've already passed the old threshold. 3 bars instead of 1.5 bars.
Yeah, basically 3 bars. Yeah.
Negligible. So you get extra meter. On top of
And I'm pretty sure in this scenario, Trunks can actually dash up and then level 3 so he can get that little bit of extra meter. I'm pretty sure Trunks can do that. So you might say, oh, that's not technically doubling your meter. It's double the meter. It's double the meter. Look at that. Come on now. Look at that. Double the meter. Come on.
everything else that you already get.
And by the way, this is level 1 sparking. This is not max out sparking where you get double meter. You just get double meter inherently. Like what?
But there's still more things that Spark has to offer, and we're gonna keep talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about it.
The way Spark makes assists better is that when you call an assist when you're not in Spark, they don't recover. As you can see, my assists aren't regenerating.
Wait, what? I didn't. Wait, no, wait.
The block string
Are we at 19 mechanics?
If I'm in Spark, they will regenerate as soon as they leave the screen.
I didn't know about this. Oh my god. Did we act 19? Wait, is this 19 or 20 mechanics? 20 comeback mechanics? 20 so far? 20 comeback mechanics in one game. Bro.
So your strings and your pressure, everything is just accentuated.
I didn't even know about the assist change. I didn't even know about that.
By a million. And again, it's not just in a block string, it's also on hit. If in a combo, look, Gogeta Red is coming back now. You could do combos long enough to where one of your assists comes back in time. You could end in Dragon Rush. That's
Bro, I forgot about this. I didn't even know that your assist regenerates
and then I got
in sparking
in a combo.
Oh my god.
That's kind of sick without the kind of, but also kind of crazy. The way specials work in this game is you cannot do a special into another special unless the character is designed in that way, which Gogeta's not. I can't do any other special after this initial special, right? In Spark, this was in the recent patch that came out a week ago. You can now special in Spark. Crazy. This is allowed. You can do crazy stuff. L flip, lariat, M flip, EX lariat, EX flip, land, command grab.
Like what?
Scary.
Bro, who thought of this? Now to be fair, this is probably not a true block string what he just did here. You could probably 2H the 214H here, or 2H to the 214. Actually, you probably can't 2H to 214 because those are like what 9 frame startup. Actually, I'm not sure if it's a true string.
You could
do
crazy stuff. L flip.
I don't know if he has the bot set to mash here. If this is a true block string all the way through, bro.
Lariat, M flip, EX lariat, EX flip, land, command grab.
Like, and if Gogeta 4 has all 7 of his levels, you just die. You literally just die in this scenario. Look at this shit again. Reminder, Gogeta 4 has a mechanic where he can one-shot you. And he can do command grab into the super and kill you. Look at this.
You could do crazy stuff. L flip.
This is -2 into a lariat that probably frame traps. So the only thing you can probably do in this scenario is DP. You probably can't 2H. So if you don't DP or reflect here, you're fucked. But even if you reflect, he could do medium lariat and get back in. So and then do this into what? This is +3. This is +3. This you could probably 2H. You could probably 2H the lariat into medium flip. So if you don't 2H this, he's +3.
Flip EX.
And to EX lariat, which he is -4 here.
Lariat.
But then he has this, which is +3 again. You probably can't 2H that.
Flip.
Lands into command grab.
Command grab.
And if he's at level 7, you die.
Very scary situation
die.
to be in. Some characters like 16 actually have an infinite block string. So let me put you guard first only. Figured out 16's infinite block string. So as we can see here, the opponent is guard first.
Sorry about that. Technically not an infinite because he has to spend meter for this, but
only. That means if there is a gap, they will get hit. So if you do this infinite correctly, I messed it up. Well, is it difficult or do I just not know the timing? Look at that chip damage by the
Bro, look at that. Look at that. Now to be fair, well, honestly, this will only show up if you don't have sparking or you don't have meter, because most of the time you're either gonna guard cancel this, or if you have spark, you're gonna spark out of this, right? But the fact that this even exists at all is a problem. Look at that. He had what did he have? Like 4 bars left when he messed up, and he's doing EX cancel, so he can do this 14 times in a row. He can do this 14 times in a row. So he messed up here. He had 3.5 bars, so he could do this seven more times. He could do this 7 more times. And look at bro's health. That's a clean, what, 40% health? 40% chip damage? 40% chip damage from 1 block string. If he probably used all of his meter, it probably would have been around like the 60%, 70% range of pure chip damage. Pure chip damage. Like, bro.
Look at that chip damage, by the way. It's all guaranteed unless they guard cancel, spark, guard cancel, vanish.
Yep.
So specials being canceled into specials introduce a lot of wonky and crazy situations, which the game, I guess it just needed more of. Another thing they added to Spark in this last patch is being able to super dash cancel specials.
Yep.
As you can see, and I'll turn my inputs on so you can see I'm not a phony. I can super dash this. If I enter Spark, I can now super dash it, which it will have its uses. What are they? You could do special into super dash into a mix-up because of everything that Spark lets you do. Now, another thing to get into, which goes in tandem with that, is the super dash buff in Spark. So if you notice here,
right, I forgot about that too. Bro, we're at 21 system. We're at 21 comeback mechanics. I forgot about that. If you get hit while you're grounded by super dash, you will actually stay standing. They changed that, I think, at the beginning of Season 3 or something, like Season 3.5. And previous patches, if you got hit by Super Dash and Sparking, you would pop up, and, like, the only thing you could get is, like, maybe, like, a button into special knockdown. Now, if you get hit by Sparking and you're grounded, it restands you, so now you can get a full B&B.
In Spark, I bounce away. My moves will probably whiff unless they're big enough, just like my jump light. My jump light whiffs. But if you're in Spark, that changes. All of a sudden, there's no pushback. I
It happens on block 2. I forgot about that.
just stay in your face. So if I do a lariat, then I decide to super dash, and then I hit my button, I can air dash cancel it and go to town now. So you can see where the mix-up lies, how it's very potent, how it's
21. 21 comeback
also,
mechanics.
You do a full screen move, or mostly full screen move. Air dash, cancel the super dash button, the follow-up button from the super dash. Then you mix them up, you hit them, gain all that meter, knock down. Bunch of stuff to unpack here. But there's still a couple things left to talk about. Spark also affects blue life recovery.
Yep.
So this is a combo, not in Spark. We're gonna look at how much blue life you get at the end of this. It should be 25, 30% blue life, something like that. So that's about 25% blue life, roughly, give or take, you know, a few percent. Now, when you're in Spark, notice how much less blue life and more damage I'm doing, by the way. I do more damage as well, which usually more damage would equate to more blue life. It's just how it works. But when you're in Spark, 10%, 12, another comeback mechanic. Even if you tag out, you're not gonna get much health back.
Oh my god, bro.
Spark, you're not gonna have that much health in the first place. That's a lot. Now there is one thing left that Spark does, and it combos with Limit Break. And remember, just to show, let's show up the damage info. You do 700 damage normally. Spark gives you a 20% damage buff, just like Limit Break, but this also can be combined with the Limit Break damage.
Yep.
Now it doesn't give you a 40% buff, but you do get 30% damage. So this is another reason to save Spark for your very last character, if you opt to do so. Your hits, let's do the same combo that I did earlier, that already do a ton of damage, are gonna do even more damage, because you're doing 30% damage now. This very simple, unoptimized combo did 85%.
You just died. You died there.
Even less blue life.
And by the way, level 1 to level 3 exists. He could have done like what, 9,300 damage there if he did level 1 to level 3. Just saying.
How does that work? I don't understand.
There's an odd paradox happening, which is that Gen Z has objectively...
I believe that's all the things that Dragon Ball has to offer when it comes to a comeback mechanic. I think the comeback mechanics in Dragon Ball are stronger than X Factor, which is insane to say.
Yeah, my count was 21 comeback mechanics to X Factor's, what, like 5? 5 mechanics? You got damage, speed, doesn't degrade on hit stop, has some invincibility on startup. I think that's it for X Factor. Oh, I guess also it gets stronger with less characters. So that's 5 mechanics, right? So Sparking gets stronger with less characters, double meter, special cancel and special cancel into super dash, super dash restands. Fuck, there's so many mechanics to Sparking. You can do it on block. It helps you with happy birthdays. I'm trying to think. Recover blue life. I think that's it. Oh yeah, it doesn't stop on hit stop like in Marvel 3. And I think there might be one more mechanic to Sparking that I'm missing. Oh yeah, you can air dash. You can air dash cancel. You can jump cancel any normal. So we're at 11 mechanics for sparking alone. By the way, for sparking alone. I think there might be like 2 more mechanics I'm missing here. Actually, I think that might be it. 11. So yeah, so we got 11 mechanics for sparking, and there might be more, but I'm gonna lowball it and say 11 mechanics to sparking. Then you have Shenron, who has 4 wishes, so that's 15 mechanics. Each wish counting as 1 mechanic. And then we got Limit Break, which is damage, lowers blue life, level 1 to level 3, pauses your spark timer, and what else does Limit Break do? Oh yeah, it gives you meter on first entry on your first character. Oh well, obviously it's your first character, because it's your last character. So that's 20 comeback mechanics, and that might be a low ball because I'm pretty sure I'm missing 1 or 2 mechanic in sparking. So if we're going for the high ball of 22 to 23 mechanics in the game compared to Marvel 3's X Factor, which has like what, 5 comeback mechanics versus 21 as a low ball in fighters. Yeah, sparking. Yeah.
Because X Factor is such a strong comeback mechanic, but there are ways to deal with it. You can run away from the opponent, you can fly away on incoming, you can kill them before they can even use X Factor, you can snap back the X Factor on reaction, do your 2-frame reversal move. There's ways to deal with X Factor if it does get popped, and ways to prevent it. But Spark, you can Spark bait it.
Oh, right. Empty Vanish to spark. That's right. Empty Vanish. And then, fuck. There was another mechanic. Another one. There was another one. There's another one. Oh, yeah. Assist, recover. Faster. So, yeah. 23 confirmed in the game mechanics for Dragon Ball FighterZ. 23 in total.
But they're still going to be able to use it. Oh, you know what? Another thing that Spark actually does that I forgot to mention. If you have a DP, so we're going to make you block, you can empty vanish your reversal option.
I forgot about that too. Was it 24? 24 mechanics?
That usually when you do decide to vanish, you get 2H. So originally, this is what it would look like. You do your wake up option, you vanish, you get punished. You're in Spark, all of a sudden it's my punish. Oh, you tried to 2H me? Sorry, little bro. Options. Sorry, little bro. So I think this just further shows that Spark, or the comeback.
All right, so let's see how many they heat count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So he counted 18 mechanics here. Oh my god, I forgot to count this one. I counted 25 in my 25 is my final number then. Damage buff, right. Super dash no longer balances out as counted that. Yep. Uh-huh. He didn't count like the Shenron wishes separately here. he didn't count some of Limit Break's exclusive changes. So like roughly 23 to 25 comeback mechanics in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Mechanics in Dragon Ball are more absurd and egregious than X Factor, which is insane to say. I thought X Factor was the comeback mechanic of all time.
Yeah.
But I now think that Spark is the comeback mechanic of all time.
It is.
When you add everything together, I don't think any game will ever top its comeback factor. If you think otherwise, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. What's your favorite comeback?
Yeah, as a whole, I don't think there's any game that has better comeback mechanics than Dragon Ball. It's absurd. 23 minimum to 25 comeback mechanics in one game. In one motherfucking game. One game. And X Factor has like what, five mechanics built into it? 5, maybe 6. Compared to 25 in Dragon Ball? Dude. Yeah, what's up, Thespian? Sorry, I didn't see your comment before. This is your second YouTube channel. You back up. Did you literally put everything on one email account? I mean, it's still smart to have a backup, but damn. What is this? This is a video about sparking and how it compares to other comeback mechanics in fighting games. It just kept getting worse. I think my original list was 17 comeback mechanics that I could count. By the end of this video, I counted up to 25 comeback mechanics in the game. And Marvel 3 has 5. Well, 5 and 1, because X Factor is connected to all of those mechanics. But if we're counting the mechanics themselves, Marvel has 5. And Dragon Ball has 25 comeback mechanics built into 3 overarching mechanics. So sparking is one overall mechanic, Limit Break is another overall mechanic, and then summoning Shenron is another overall mechanic. So within those 3 mechanics, there are 25 things that the game does for you to help you come back. And Marvel has 1 mechanic with 5 things that it does. Roughly 5, 4, 6, around that number. Dragon Ball has 3, but also has 23 to 25 mechanics built in as a whole. So that's the whole point of this video here.
Comeback mechanic. What's your most hated comeback mechanic? What they could do to future comeback mechanics? I want to hear it all.
Honestly, if I had to pick what is my favorite comeback mechanic that I've ever experienced in a fighting game, it would be the cube system in DNF Duel. Now, once again, the cube system varies between characters. There's obvious gold cube users, and I'm mostly talking about gold cube here because clear cube, like I said, is more of a stat boost. Once again, they vary between characters. Some characters get a speed boost. Some characters get MP regeneration. Some characters heal. Some characters gain their gray life passively or more passively. It just depends, right? Each cube is different, but the overall whole mechanic as a whole, I like than pretty much any other comeback mechanic in any other fighting game I've played. I don't like Limit Break at all, fundamentally. Shenron is a cool comeback mechanic because it's very proactive. You have to go out of your way to get it. Sparking is kind of in the middle. Now, I mean, sparking as it is definitely a mechanic I don't like. But sparking, like, around, like, what was it? Like, was it season 2? Where you could do it on block. I think season 2 sparking was probably the best version of sparking, if you could believe it. Season 2 was definitely the best version of sparking. And then season 3 just went to fucking shit because Limit Break was added. Other limit break not limit break, comeback mechanics. I think BB tag, Renaissance was what they called it. I think that mechanic is fine. It allows you to, I'm pretty sure it allows you to special cancel into your supers. I think you're allowed to passively gain a meter, and then also your meter cap is also increased. I'm pretty sure the max meter you can have in BB tag is four bars, and then with Renaissance, I think it increases to 7. I think that's all it does. I think it's special cancel in the supers, increases your meter. Well, it passively builds meter, and then your meter gain is, your meter cap is increased. Skullgirls. I don't think Skullgirls has a comeback mechanic. If it does, it's very minute, to where it doesn't really matter. What other fighting games have I had with a comeback mechanic? I guess Street Fighter 6 technically has a comeback mechanic in the Super, but what other games have comeback mechanics? Guilty Gear Strive. I guess your burst would be a comeback mechanic. I think burst and Strive is fine. Melty Blood has the moon system. I think that's a good mechanic overall. So like most comeback mechanics are actually pretty decent to well balanced overall, I would say. Like obviously there are characters that take advantage more than others, but I think overall out of the fighting games that I've played, there hasn't been like a comeback mechanic where I'm like, this is like stupid. Like this actually is like a horrible mechanic. Sparking and Limit Break are like the worst that I've ever experienced. It's maddening how good Sparking is and Limit Break is. It's maddening.